everybody. Hope all y'all are doing undoubtedly fan-freaking-tastic out there. It is I, your Grand Poobah Booyah, James SelfStandard, and I welcome all of you back to another episode of Ring Ramblings. And folks, tonight and tomorrow night actually, WWE presents SummerSlam 2026. And folks, who really approved this? Who approved this? Who said, let's make SummerSlam 2 nights now? Because honestly, I guess this has just become another example about how WrestleMania in particular is slowly but surely losing its value. Yeah, it kind of is. Because what made WrestleMania special compared to every other event, including SummerSlam, might I add, was that WrestleMania, Showcase of the Immortals, the grand spectacle, giant stadiums compared to your average normal arenas, and even now a double night event for WrestleMania 2 makes it even bigger. But now making SummerSlam a double night event too, but then you got to add in all the giant Saudi stadiums now every once in a while. Yeah, hate to say it. Until something changes with all these lesser shows, yeah, WrestleMania isn't that unique compared to everything else now. But yeah, I guess there's no more avoiding it either. Yeah, SummerSlam is WrestleMania's sidekick. Yep, no more disputing that anymore. Yeah. All right. Well, let's go ahead and run about the matches now, shall we? Alright, first up, we have ourselves a six-man tag team match. The Usos and Jacob Fatu versus Solo Sikoa, Royce Keys, and LA Knight. Yeah! I smell a rat. I don't know about you viewers out there, but I smell a rat. Indeed I do. Yeah, I have a very bad feeling that Solo Sikoa is joining the Bloodline tonight. Like, he's baiting and switch everybody, but I kind of hope that doesn't happen, because walking into this match, the last thing I was expecting was a Solo Sikoa babyface turn. And right now, the Solo Sikoa that we are seeing now here in 2026 may be the peak of one of the best versions of Solo we've gotten so far. Like, we've come a long way from the towel-wearing, barefoot, silent type, thumb in the air, Samoan Spike kind of the tribute, basically. Like, we've come we've come a long way from that. And like, I did not expect to hear people cheering for Solo recently these past couple of weeks. So, in a way, I'm kind of glad for it. Yeah, I'm kind of happy for him. But yeah, if Solo Sikoa turns on his team tonight, I'm not going to be surprised, but I'm kind of going to be a little bit heartbroken. Yeah, I mean, the current Bloodline is trying to operate on a different level than it did in the past. So hopefully those ideas are true. Alright. It's just that right now, everybody knows that Jey Uso's been kind of a hothead lately. And he's the one stirring stuff up. He's the one, like, taking too much offense over everything right now. Like, keep my family name out your mouth. That kind of thing. So, yeah. On paper, I would love to see, LA Knight, Solo, and Royce win this match. But honestly, I think the Bloodline needs a victory here. Like, the Bloodline needs to look strong. I can't remember the last time Jacob Fatu actually teamed up with the Usos in this manner, in this capacity. So, I would say, yeah, why not? Yeah, let the Usos and Jacob Fatu take this. Alright. But please, let's keep Solo where he's at. Alright, please. Alright, next up. the WWE Women's World Championship is being defended by Liv Morgan, who takes on Io Sky. At this point, I would say go ahead and give it back to Io. Why not? Go ahead and give it back to Io. Might as well. Like, again, I really wanted Raquel Rodriguez to be in this position, but hey, I cannot express my gratitude for how she finally was able to win the Women's Intercontinental Championship this past Monday. So, yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome. But now I'm not sure where that's going to leave Roxanne at, though. Maybe eventually, maybe. You know what? Here's a good idea. Alright. I wouldn't mind seeing Io win this match if it somehow eventually leads to jealousy where Raquel is the only person on Judgment Day who actually has championship gold, and somehow that makes Liv Morgan jealous, and maybe that ends up finding a way to make us let Raquel lead the Judgment Day finally so she can embark on her actual singles career as Big Mommy Cool. So, you know, if that's the path we're taking, then yeah, you know what? Yeah, let's let Io take the belt. Yeah, Io can do it. Alright, next up, we have Gunther versus Nick Aldis. Man, I hope Magnus is watching this somewhere from the Impact universe. Not playing. Alright, but yeah, finally, Nick Aldis is getting his in-ring WWE debut. Let's frickin' go. Alright. Now, factoid walking into this match. Alright. When it comes to single one-on-one competition in WWE, without a championship, Gunther is still undefeated. That's right. When it comes to regular non-title one-on-one matches, Gunther is still undefeated. And I think this might be the match to do it. This may very well be the match to do it. And like, I really hope that after all this waiting, all this patience, I'm really hoping that Nick Aldis doesn't lose. Like, he doesn't deserve it. Like, he's been doing everything that was asked of him, and I'm happy that he's finally getting his match tonight. So, yeah, I'm gonna get us to Nick. Alright, next up, we have a six-woman tag team match of Fatal Influences tag team champions, women's tag team champions, Fallon Henley, Lainey Reed, and JC Jane, taking on the team of the Bella Twins and Paige. You know what? I was glad that Paige came back just to fill in the spot for Nikki. But I'm ready for that Paige singles run. Now that she's back, I'm ready for Paige to have a singles run. And honestly, like, correct me if I'm wrong, but wasn't Nikki trying to be a heel before she got injured? I really thought she was. And part of me thinks that the Bellas kind of work better as heels, and I'm never going to forget how the Bellas tried to bully Paige years ago. I'm never going to forget that storyline. So, in a way, if Solo Sikoa isn't going to turn on his team, I do kind of have a feeling that maybe the Bellas are going to turn on Paige. Yeah, I think that might I think that might end up what's going to happen. What's going to happen is the Bellas might end up turning up on Paige. So with that in mind, yeah, I see Fatal Influence winning this match. Yeah, they could use a big W on a big night like this. Alright, next up, we finally have ourselves a Hell in a Cell match. To my understanding, 2025 became the first year entirely without a cell match, And quite frankly, putting a Cell on this night feels a little bit rushed. Like they was trying to look for a feud that would be good enough to have a Hell in a Cell. But you know what? This match is gonna be so funny. This match is gonna be so hilarious. Like, I get it. WWE has money. I know. I understand. Okay, but it was one thing to afford it. It was one thing to afford the Hell in a Cell budget for this particular night, but to have it included just for a promo segment this past Monday, well, you're really gonna waste that massive Hell in a Cell budget for a match that's going to be probably lasting less than 10 minutes. Good grief. This is going to be probably the shortest Hell in a Cell match of all time, if not one of the shortest. If this match lasts longer than 10 minutes, I'm going to be utterly shocked. I'm going to be pretty shocked if this match lasts longer than 10 minutes, bell to bell. Okay. But, yeah, I think this is Oba's moment. I don't see Brock Lesnar having any more matches after tonight, so I think this might finally be the actual true retirement of the Beast Incarnate. So, yeah. Oba's got to win this match. Like, he needs to. He needs to win this match. Alright. And now for the main event of night 1. CM Punk defends his undisputed WWE Championship against Cody Rhodes. Yeah, I think it's got to be CM Punk. Nothing against Cody, but yeah, it's got to be CM Punk. Like, that title's been kind of like hopping around from person to person to person to person lately. Like, it left Cody, went to Sami Zayn, now it went to CM Punk. I want to see it go back to Cody. Like that's too much confused. That's too much confusion. All right, but yeah, Punk. All right, now moving on to night 2. The United States Championship is being defended by Trick Williams, who takes on Baron Corbin. Ooh yeah, ooh yeah. Baron Corbin, you really just had to dial 1-800-WHOOP that upon returning, huh? Yeah, good for you. Good for you. But look, I'm kind of glad Baron Corbin's back. Like, I never really hated Baron Corbin. I mean, yeah, maybe I didn't like that Constable era of his, but that's a different story. Yeah, like, I've always thought Baron Corbin had this aura of, like he still tried to act professional as possible. Okay? And even when he did release, even when he was released, I could tell he tried to stay patient, but I didn't expect him to be back this quickly, you know? But one of the things I did want from Baron Corbin, I always kind of wanted to see Baron Corbin versus Damian Priest. I'm not sure how that match is going to look, but I'm just curious to know if Corbin can even pull off doing the end of days on someone like Damian Priest. I mean, heck, he did it with Drew McIntyre, so there's that. But, yeah. And speaking of Drew McIntyre, somehow he needs to come back tonight. He needs to come back tonight. Alright. Okay, so, yeah. Look. I know in this video I have Trick Williams holding his regular United States Championship, even though he just got a white furry one from Lil Yachty. So, it's a shame he's not going to be able to hold that belt long. Why? Because Corbin needs a singles victory upon returning. Like, when Corbin was here the last time, I could tell that creative really dropped the ball with him. So, we really need to pull the trigger and try to find something to make Corbin a threat again. With that in mind, I need to see Corbin as the United States Champion. Alright? Like, that could be a very good first step. So, Corbin needs this victory a heck of a lot more than Trick Willie does. Alright. So, next up, Sami Zayn versus Finn Balor. Poor Sami. Poor Sami. Like, the only reason he got this match was because because Adam Pearce was feeling sorry for him. Alright. Nick Aldis cost Gunther that tag team match, and he ended up throwing out every idea of a fatal four-way happening at SummerSlam. Alright, so that match is completely off the table because of Nick Aldis. But not only did it affect Gunther, it affected Sami Zayn too. So now, the winner of this match ends up facing the winner of Cody Rhodes or CM Punk after SummerSlam. Like, that's the best offer that Adam Pearce could have given Sami Zayn. And, actually, like, I don't like seeing Sami Zayn suffer like this. But in a way, like, the spiraling is getting worse and worse for him. And, like, I have been tracking this dating back to Saturday night's main event in January, right before the Royal Rumble. Like, I've been seeing it get worse and worse for Sami, and I'm feeling for him. And the fact that he lost that belt after 9 days of winning it, like, yeah, that is royally messed up. So, hopefully Sami Zayn has a good ending coming his way sooner rather than later. But I would say, you know what? Let's make it worse for tonight. Let's see how much worse we can make Sami Zayn. Because, I'm ready for it. You know, we got Money in the Bank coming up in October, and I think this is the perfect timing. I really think Sami Zayn could very well win the Money in the Bank this year. I don't see why he couldn't. So, you know what? Yeah. Let Finn Balor win this match. Let him get his championship match coming up soon. And as we get closer to October, with all those qualifying matches, yes, Sami Zayn can probably win the Money in the Bank this year. That'll be very interesting. Alright. And he can hold on to that for the whole year. If he wants to cash it in at WrestleMania in Saudi, yep. Ooh, yeah. That pop will be big. So, if Sami Zayn wins the Money in the Bank, he doesn't have to worry about winning the Royal Rumble. He doesn't have to worry about being in singles competition for WrestleMania specifically. Yes, Sami Zayn could be Saudi Seth Rollins. That's the way it's looking like right now. But yeah, I'm just going to Finn Balor. Don't worry, Sammy. October's coming. Alright. Next up, we have a Human Monies on a Pole match. Very nice, very evil. Yes. Love that Danhausen. He's taking on Dominic Mysterio. If Dominic Mysterio doesn't win this match, like, that's not going to be the end of the feud. So, this may very well be Danhausen's first defeat. But then again, he's still not getting pinned, so I don't see how that matters. But, man, what happened to The Miz and Kit Wilson? Where are they at? Like, they got electrocuted once, and then they started, like, doing this whole mindless puppet thing going on. I don't know what they're doing right now. Hopefully they make a return tonight. But, you know what? Heck, there's an idea, Danhausen. Go ahead and just give them the money. Say, oh, that's actually the Miz's and Kit Wilson's money anyway. I mean, heck, they can't use it right now. They're going, ooh, ooh, awesome, hoorah. So, yeah, I don't know where they were going with that storyline, but that's still something that didn't exactly finish, and it's still on the back burner. Alright, so, yeah, I'm gonna guess one of Danhausen. Very nice, very evil. I don't know what a Danhausen defeat is gonna look like yet, but yeah, no, not tonight, not yet, not yet, not yet. Okay. Next up, the Intercontinental Championship is going to be defended by Penta, who takes on Chad Gable. Chad freaking Gable. Let's do it already. Alright, it's Minnesota, Chad Gable's hometown, and like this has become the perfect full circle arc for Chad Gable. Like, his daughter was crying during his Gunther feud, and Chad has went all the way to heel mode. He went disrespectful mode, and he burned his bridge with Alpha Academy, and he even went full luchador mode to pretend to be El Grande Americano for a full year until he lost the gimmick to Ludwig Kaiser. Yeah, we're going to ignore that detail, but yeah. So Gable loses the mask, and now he's on this whole redemption arc, and that redemption arc has led him to this perfect moment of SummerSlam 2026. Chad Gable needs this victory more than anything else. Like, this is the perfect opportunity, the biggest stage he can do it on. Like, we gotta pull the trigger on Chad Gable right now. No disrespect to Penta, but right now Chad needs it a heck of a lot more. Like, Chad Gable winning this Intercontinental title on a night like SummerSlam, this is what events like this is for victories like this. If Chad Gable cannot win this match, that is going to be extremely heartbreaking. Alright? So, please, let Chad win this match. Please. Alright, next up, we have ourselves a 5-way women's ladder match to determine a new interim women's undisputed champion. So, her being injured, I guess they just didn't want Rhea to relinquish the belt. Like, I could tell for a while they were monitoring her injury, but they didn't want to take it off of her or anything. But now they were given basically no choice in the matter. But, again, they still didn't want to take the belt from her. Not at all. I guess that's what happens when you're too much of an important champion, basically. Alright. Could have did that to Seth. Nope. Could have did it for other champions back then. Nope. Not at all. Not at all. Okay. Alright. Never mind. But, yeah. The women in this ladder match are Tiffany Stratton, Jade Cargill, Charlotte Flair, and Chelsea Green. And look, I don't know who the fifth person is. Alright. I don't know who the fifth woman is in this match. Because, truthfully, I'm filming this the morning of the Friday before SummerSlam. And I know the qualifying match is probably tonight. But, out of these four, I think it's probably going to be Charlotte. Okay? Just out of these four, it's probably going to be Charlotte or the person that isn't in there yet. Did Becky Lynch get injured? Last time I seen her, I thought she was in one of those fatal four-way matches for the Queen of the Ring, so I don't know what she's up to right now. But, I would love Chelsea Green to win this match, but I seriously doubt it. I seriously doubt it. I mean, I guess the easy answer would be, go ahead, give it back to Jade Cargill. Why not? That way when Rhea comes back, we can have another Jade versus Rhea match. Might as well. Why not? Okay. I mean, Tiffany can't do it. She's already the Women's United States Champion right now. Charlotte, I know she's waiting for Liv Morgan to come back. No. She's waiting for Alexa Bliss to come back, excuse me. So, yeah, I'm going to give this one to Jade Cargill. Why not? Alright, and lastly, the main event. Roman Reigns defending the World Heavyweight Championship against Seth frickin' Rollins. After everything that has been going down lately, with Roman and this new bloodline and everything that's been going on with Seth. Like, they told the perfect story for this. That Roman needs to beat Seth Rollins. But if this is going to be a truly different Roman Reigns for this current version of the bloodline, then yeah, Roman does need to win this match. Roman does need to beat Seth Rollins, but like there needs to be some level of equal respect there at the very end. All right. Somehow or another, we do need to see Roman Reigns paying respect to Seth Rollins after the match. I don't know what that looks like. I don't know how we're going to pull that off, but somehow I think I really need to see that. And again, there's no telling how many more of these Roman versus Seth matches we're going to get, and there's no telling when or if Jon Moxley will ever return, aka Dean Ambrose. Sorry. But one thing I am hoping for is I kind of hope this becomes a replay of Royal Rumble 2022 when Seth walked out wearing the full Shield gear. Like, I kind of hope that happens again. I really kind of hope that happens again. I doubt it, but I can hope. I can dream. Okay? But, yeah, I want to see Roman win this match. Maybe afterwards give respect to Seth Rollins. But there is somebody that does still have a major beef with the bloodline to this day. And the fact that Jacob is with the bloodline now is making it that much worse. So maybe after the match, finally Drew McIntyre returns. Maybe that sets up for another Roman versus Drew match coming up soon. I wouldn't mind seeing that. But yeah. Yeah, I want to see Roman win this match and finally give Seth Rollins a handshake. Like, finally forgive him. Hopefully that happens, but I'm seriously doubting it. I'm really doubting it. Alright. But, yeah. That's been my rambles about SummerSlam happening for this weekend. I hope all of you enjoyed the show happening both tonight and tomorrow as well, if you decide to tune in. And, yeah. Thank you all for watching, and until next time, make sure all of you remember to be outrageously optimistic year-round. Booyah. I'm out.